Yes, I did absolutely go and get myself a mom haircut. I know, crazy. I'm not quite sure it suits me, but I like it. Like it suits me emotionally, and I think that matters a lot more than it suiting me physically. I don't know, I just feel so much more myself. So, anyways, that was the big update. That was the one big update that I had going on. I was sitting in a class today, though, a French class, and we were talking about l'acceptation de soi-même, the acceptance of oneself. And well, they were talking about like what are the characteristics that you like about yourself and what are things that maybe you don't love about yourself. And I found myself just like drawing a blank because I don't think that it's very often that we talk about the things that we like about ourselves. I think more often than not, we can be very critical um, of, yeah, of who we are, etc. So I felt really proud when, after drawing a blank, I was like, no, 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 there has to be something that you do like about yourself. And one of the things I said is that, like, I try actively not to yuck other people's yum. I actively try to not put down other people's likes, dislikes, preferences, things like that. And it's unfortunate that there aren't more people like that in the world. I feel like there's almost this like tendency to want to put other people down or want to like make your thing more important than other people's things. And I just really actively try to give the other person's problem or success or whatever it is that they have going on, like I try to give it the importance that it deserves and to make that like center stage. And I'm not saying that I'm always perfect at that, but I do think that that is one of my better qualities. And I think I also find, for that reason, I find it really hard to talk about my own successes because I find that other people compare themselves to each other and to me as well. Like, I feel like I'm really mindful of sharing my successes because I don't want them to feel like I'm flexing on them. Like, they're just, I don't know, they're just like my successes, I guess. I don't know how else to put it. And I don't want anyone to feel bad for wherever they're at in life. And I know that it's maybe not my job to protect them and their feelings, but I don't know. I just kind of, I guess, feel compelled to do that for people. Anyways, yesterday was a really hard day. I was experiencing a lot of negative self-talk thoughts. I was having a bad body day, and if you don't know, I'm like recovering from living with more than recovering from, but like living with body dysmorphia. And yesterday was one of those days where I was like trying not to look at myself and avoiding my own image while also like scrutinizing my arms and like my legs. And yeah, just like the whole showering experience was awful. And then I had to like force myself to eat, even though deep down I was like, I don't want to eat. I don't feel worthy of eating. I don't feel like I deserve to be eating this food because I look a certain way. I didn't say it was right, but that's just, I guess that's how I experience life sometimes. So today was a lot better though. I hadn't had one of those days in a while. It had been a couple of weeks since I had experienced a bad body day. But I think it was just like maybe all the stress of the move. And I mean, we're leaving the country in like less than 2 weeks. So maybe it was just all of that that was catching up to me and making me feel like a fish out of water, just like I didn't have a place in my own body, you know? But we're working on it every day. Every day is different. Some days are better than others. I also think like the clothing thing, it's been really humid here, and I mean, it's always hot in the summer because it's the desert, but it's also been really humid, and that makes everything just feel really sticky and gross, and that oftentimes feels really overstimulating, and that leads to me just like being more aware of my body in relation to the clothing and everything else around me, and I don't know, it just like leads me down this hole that I would rather not be in. But anyways, if you have bad body days, the best tips I can offer you are to wear comfy clothes, do a lot of positive self-talk, maybe even some positive journaling, where you write down all the reasons why you should eat and all the reasons why you are perfect just the way you are. A little bit of exercise, but not too much. Like, I know some people are like, oh yeah, I exercise when I have bad body days. And I'm like, oh yeah, I don't, because for me that just leads me down like a more destructive path of saying like, well, I'm having a bad body day because I don't look good according to myself, according to my standards, whatever messed up standards I have that day. So I'm gonna work out, and that trains my body to like then just dive deeper into that. Like, it's almost like self-harm, like, to be completely honest. It's a little self-harmy, because I'm not doing exercise because it feels good, even if eventually like it will feel good to be in the gym. I'm doing exercise in the moment because I think I'm a fat pig and that I should punish myself in the gym. So for that reason, on bad body days, I move my body, but I don't like give it my everything, because that goes against what I'm trying to accomplish, I suppose. And I don't like force myself to eat to the point of like feeling sick. Any eating makes me feel sick on bad body days, but like I do count my calories on bad body days. But like in an inverse kind of way, not like a what is the minimum that I need to have to sustain myself, but like you are going to eat at least 1,500 calories, period. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. Like, you must reach at least this threshold today. Whereas in the past, it was like 500. And it was like, okay, you gotta eat, but like just up to here, no more. I guess those are my best tips. The comfy clothing one is probably the best one for me though, because then I'm not like hyper focused on how my clothes is fitting and like where it's tight or where it's loose or just any of those things. It's clothing, it's covering my silhouette. Some might say that's not very body positive, but it works for me, and it prevents me from like body checking every time I walk by a mirror, which I absolutely hate doing that. And I also like doing my makeup and my hair on bad body days. My hair was actually looking really, really nice yesterday. Much nicer than it is today. Today it's a little flat, but yeah, I really enjoy just like, I don't know, getting ready on a bad body day. But yeah, hopefully that helps.